Yo, what up you guys? Welcome back to another video. As you can see, we got the taco lifted up in the air right now with the wheels off. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of maintenance on the truck. Be installing some new outer tie rods. These still look pretty good, but I'll show you guys can see. Yeah, so I'm be installing some new outer tie rods. These don't look too bad, but the only reason why I'm doing this is because I'm also installing the peak tie rod reinforcement. At the same time, I'm also going to be replacing my lower ball joints, so you guys can see, but there's a little bit of grease oozing out on both sides. So I got all my stuff over here. I don't know if you guys care, but I also bought a bunch of stuff from like Harbor Freight and Home Depot. I got these pack of 50 shop towels for free with the Harbor Freight app, but I also bought a couple other things. Yeah, let me open up these parts real quick and then I'll show you guys what they look like. Okay, so now that we do have everything unboxed, these are the the outer, not soy bar. These are the outer tie rods that I went with. These are from TRQ. They look alright, nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Honestly, it was just a replacement at this point. So we got those. We got some peak tie rod reinforcements right here. Also give us some grease. And then we also went with the Dorman, I don't know how you say it, lower ball joints. So we are also going to be replacing these with the William ones. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright you guys, so we are going to start off with the outer tie rods. So obviously you're going to bend out this cotter pin. Get the cotter pin out. You can save it or salvage it, whatever you want to do. Now, let's see what size this outer tie rod bolt is. Number 17, so try 19. It is a 19. I just picked up a new extended 3/8 ratchet, so we're gonna try it out. Bought this at Harbor Freight. I believe it was like $54. Let's see if you guys could even see. Let me turn the music down too, because I don't want to get copyrighted. Okay. Let's test this ratchet out, see how it is. Oh, that was cool. So before I completely remove the tie rod, let's break loose that tie rod bolt. This is a 22. Damn, that shit was tight. So, let's break this loose. Yeah, we'll take this off. Push this all the way to the back. Hold that. I'll just completely remove it then. It's already got it out. So it's a castle nut. Take that out. Let's go get the I guess you call it a ball joint remover. These also come in handy. Also bought these at Harbor Freight, but different time. This one we don't need a big old ratchet. There we go. Remove this, and then you're gonna count how many times you spin it out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 15, 16. So about 17 turns. Alright, there's that bolt. So let's get our new parts. Pause it right here. Okay, so now let's install the peak reinforcements. These ones you're gonna twist all the way in. Ooh. These are gonna be 17 turns, remember. So it's 1, 2, 3, 15, 16, and 17. That should be good right there. Should be, I hope. Alright, so now it's just gonna tighten everything up. Alright, you guys, so that is the install on the peak tie rod reinforcements and the new outer tie rods. Let me zoom out. Shit, it's going down. Zoom out. There we go. There is the install right there. They do look pretty good installed. Like I said, new outer tie rod. That looks good too. So record the other side, but for like TikTok and Instagram and shit. And then we'll do the lower ball joints on the truck. Alright, you guys, so right now I'm currently doing the lower ball joints on my truck. There's gonna be 2 bolts under there. There's one on each side. The ones on the outer are 2 19s, and then the actual ball joint itself is a 24. It helps if you spray some PB blaster on there to break it loose. Well, it helps break it loose. Yeah, so you can pull this apart. It's easier if you leave the tie rod in before actually removing it completely, because you know, when you try to break the bolts loose, your whole spindle is gonna spin left and right. So if you leave the tie rod in, it kind of holds itself. So I would leave the tie rod in before removing those 3 bolts right there. So let's see how this goes. Ooh, it's gonna be kind of fun. Oh yeah. Alright guys, so after about 30 minutes to an hour of hammering and using the ball joint press, finally able to get the stupid ball joint out. I don't know why it was so stuck in there. The Alex didn't give us this many issues, but as you can see, we did bend the crap out of it. You can't even see it right there. I bent the crap out of it. Yeah, it's finally out. Excuse my shaking. Got that one out. We just gotta press a new one in. That's what it's supposed to look like. Not all ripped and full of grease. But I'm gonna clean that area up, and then we're gonna try to press it with the ball joint press. Hopefully that goes smooth. I'm hoping. Alright, you guys, so the passenger side is finally done. Tell you guys all the torque specs. So the lower strut bolt, which is gonna be this one, because I took off my shock when I pressed the lower ball joint in, so I retorqued it. That is 61 foot-pounds. That's gonna be a 19 mil. Your lower ball joint bolt, you guys can see it, it's that 24 at the bottom. You're gonna torque that one down to 103 foot-pounds, and then the, let's see, these 2 steering knuckle bolts right here, they're 219s. They're on the outers. Those are gonna be torqued down to, I believe it was 118 foot-pounds. Yeah, those are 118 foot-pounds. And then your tie rod to the knuckle is gonna be 67 foot-pounds. I put Loctite on everything, so I don't think anything should come loose. But yeah, that lower ball joint was a bitch to pop out for whatever reason. But yeah, this passenger side is done. I'm gonna do everything on the driver's side now. Alright guys, so finally done with the lower ball joints. We did lower ball joints, we did the peak tie rod reinforcement, and then we also did new tie rods for the front. So finally finished up everything. Got the passenger side and the driver's side all done. I don't know if you guys can tell. Tie rods at the peak, tie rod reinforcement, and lower ball joints. Right there. Thing came out good, came out smooth. Like I said, the only thing that sucked was popping the the OEM ball joints out. That was the only thing that was a bitch, but other than that, install went pretty smooth. Have another part coming in this week, so stay tuned for that one. I'm excited for that one because that's one of the main parts that we've been missing for the Tacoma, which I feel like that's a weak point on my truck. It says it should be here Tuesday, so I should have a new video coming this week. So if it comes in sooner, I'll show you guys. But yeah, stay tuned for the next one. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Yeah, what up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. As you can see, we got the Tacoma backed up into the driveway. Today's video says my lead springs are supposed to get here anywhere between, it said 3:45 to 5:45, but it said it's down the street, and right now it's currently 4:23. So just trying to get everything ready. So if they do come, it's ready to install. Right now I'm measuring the truck to see how tall the rear end sits. So I do have a fender trim on my truck. Right now my truck is measuring from the ground to the fender flare, whatever. It's measuring 39.5 inches from passenger side. On the driver's side, let's see, same thing, about 39.5 inches. So like I said, my leaf springs are supposed to get here, so we'll see if they get here. I'm gonna be installing some leaf springs on my truck. I did go with the Archive light duty. So yeah, I'm gonna jack up the truck, pull the rear wheels off, and just prep it just in case they get here. Alright, what up, you guys? We're with another video. Well, continuing the video from yesterday. Finally got my leaf springs. They were supposed to arrive yesterday. Well, they did arrive, but they arrived way later than what I was expecting, and way later than what my email had said. But finally got them in. These are the Archive light duty leaf springs, so these are rated anywhere between 0 to 300 pounds. Max capacity is like 750, I think. Yeah, that's what they said. But we're gonna be installing them on the Taco. Alright guys, so there is my OEM leaf spring, and this is the new Archive Garage light duty leaf spring. The other side, I already got it on. Kind of a bitch, I'm not gonna lie. Well, it wasn't too hard. Besides, I didn't do the U-bolt flip kit for the bump stops. Didn't do that. I should have, because if you try using your OEM hardware, it does not fit. The thickness on the OEM leaf springs are like 2 1/4, and this is 2 1/2. So kind of forced it on. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So yeah, I recommend, you know, just getting their U-bolt flip kit, or just their whole bump stop kit in general. Yeah, so the front is a 19 mil rear for the Shackle. Bottom and the top are also 19s. Your bump stops, if you're running the OEM ones like me, 19s as well. The front is torqued to 116, and then for the Shackle, they're both torqued to 89 foot-pounds. Your bump stops are torqued to, I believe, 52 foot-pounds. Yeah, so let's take off the old Shackle and let's put onto the new Archive Garage leaf springs, and let's just reinstall it. I'm not doing that good as in recording. Alright guys, so we finished up with the truck. As you can see, it's right here. I measured the rear end when it had the stock leaf springs. It measured out about, well, I measured from the ground to the fender liner. It measured around 39 inches, and right now it's sitting around like 41 to like 41 1/4. So it did raise the rear end a little bit. I am running the Archive light duty leaf springs. Yeah, the truck feels amazing. I brought it right here down this little dirt road, and I mean, feels really good so far. Yeah, we'll see when we go wheeling, and I'll give you guys an update, but I just want to let you guys know it wasn't too hard of an install. Like I said in the previous clip, I believe I told you guys to also buy the U-bolt flip kit. But yeah, it's gonna be the end of today's video, so catch you guys in the next one. Peace.